Hey guys, today we are going to be reviewing Mr. Bink AI tool. So as you know, most DFS tools give you an optimizer, but Bink DFS, we differentiate ourselves. We actually have an AI chatbot. So essentially it's like a DFS analyst that you can text. Everything that I am about to do, from data questions to lineup generations to complex generations, even just like analysis reports, it all happens right in the chat. So you never have to, change any settings, never have to click generate, you never have to open a model, nothing. You just talk to Mr. Bink and everything happens naturally right there. So first, Mr. Bink AI Chat is in the Optimizer tab. If you click on the AI button in the top right, this is where the chat lives. So first, let's just mess around with it and start asking it, general questions and see how it responds. We can ask you questions like, who's the player of the week? Wait for a response. The leverage player of the week is Michael Wilson. So what it's doing is it has access to the entire database, everything on the back end and the front end, and it's going to, including Mr. Bink's picks, which is a different topic, but it's going to analyze everything and give you the player of the week, in this case, Michael Wilson. You can ask another question like, who has the best chance to score a TD? And it gives you players with TD percentages, probability. You can even ask like, which team is projected to score the most? Cincinnati. They're projected to get 30.25 points based off of Vegas odds over under. Right? And then even if you weren't too sure about the platform yet and you had some questions, you could ask it something more specific like, I'm about to enter lineups to the Millie Maker. Which optimizer target is best for that? It gives you a breakdown of why tournament multiplier selection is best for GPP, massive GPP tournaments. So those are just a few examples of general data questions that you can ask. You can also, though, go right into lineup generations. So we'll do a couple simple ones just to give you an idea. We can just say, generate 150 projection lineups, something very simple, right? So it's going to take that command. It's still thinking. It's going to generate some lineups, and real quickly, these are the 150 lineups that it generated. It goes to the My Lineups tab. This is just a raw data, row and columns form, but you can also change it to stacked if you want to do the usual view for the DraftKings or FanDuel. And then this is quick overview of the My Lineups tab. This is just where you can, analyze and diagnose the lineups. All right. If we go back to the optimizer, we click back into the AI chat, should come back up right where we left off. All right. And we can even try to get a little bit more complex, right? That one was super easy. 150 lineups. No problem, did it in about 5 seconds. But what if we wanted to generate thousands of lineups? And what if we wanted to add, stacking or exposure limits? Or anything like that. We want to lock some players, or we wanted to exclude some players. Mr. Bink can do it all. So, for example, let's generate 1,000 ceiling weighted lineups. Now, ceiling weighted is just an option for the tournament multiplier. So let's generate 1,000 ceiling weighted lineups, stack 50% of those exactly with New York Giants and wide receiver Robinson. Now, this is last year's data, so this is when Wendell Robinson was on the team. And then let's also exclude T. Higgins. I know that Cincinnati is the top play this week, but we're going to exclude their second wide receiver. Hopefully, Jamar Chase is the play. So we're going to exclude them. Now, let's see if it asks us any questions or if it runs. A few things. So it's asking us, do we want to bring back any players, and do we want to exclude the opposing DST for those stacks? So that's good questions. No bringbacks, and do not exclude. All right, so it's thinking it's generating those lineups. All right. So these are the lineups. Did that in, under 20 seconds. And then if you want to check player exposure, let's go to quarterbacks. Dart, 50%, perfect. And Wandell Robinson, 50%, perfect. And make sure there's no T. Higgins, perfect. No T. Higgins. And then a player combo just to make sure Dart and Robinson are in exactly 50%, because that's what we told the chat to do, exactly 50% of those two players for the stack. And no T. Higgins. So that's a nice example of a more complex. Obviously, you can go deeper. You can exclude more players. You can maybe lock some players, and the whole purpose of this is to be able to do everything that you would normally do here manually, just now through natural language through Mr. Bink's AI Chat. So one quick thing too that's also a nice feature about it is you can even ask it like, how did that run go? And it gives you an analysis about, if the target was met. So the run hit perfectly, which is what we already assumed. Then it breaks down exactly what it did and gives you some other quick notes about top exposures. Chan, Michael Wilson, Darren Waller, Seahawks, A.J. Brown. So the cool thing is the leverage play of the week actually hit naturally with the ceiling weighted tournament multiplier option. So that is the whole purpose of the GPP tournament multiplier optimizers, is to give you a natural selection to those leverage plays. So low ownership players that have high upside. All right, and that's it. That's Mr. Bink AI Chat. It's just a full optimizer behind it, data right at your fingertips, all in one conversation. So don't forget, Bink DFS. It's free to sign up. We do have limited access to run lineups and check out everything. This AI, Mr. Bink AI, is a premium feature. Premium feature is $35 a week. And if you choose monthly or season, you do get a discount. So head over to binkdfs.com. Hopefully this was helpful. Subscribe and look out for some more tutorials. Thanks, guys.